Okay, so after letting it sit for a while, and the only thing that's in this ashtray is ash, as you can see there, and I think it was a little bit of dirt. Both are not, which is not oily. But as you see here, the stuff that melted in time on its own, but not by the torch, has an oily consistency to it. So whatever that substance is, see that it's like oil, like how it just kind of moves around and sticks to stuff. It's not like water. It's like an oily consistency, this stuff. Wow. And it burns away like foam. It looks like foam too, in a way. Like a foam vapor of sorts. So when it hits the air, people breathe in this barrier. They breathe it in. They live it. They sled in it. They make snow angels in it. This is the barrier. And just so people are the new people, this is the barrier that is holding back, in part, also with the electrical grid that you also see in the UN map. But there's a barrier going around here. And on the female Ghostbusters specifically and Cool World, they both show you that if the barrier is broken, then the light bodies return to the people on top of them. And at one point, in the beginning of this, I was still feeling my way around, and I thought that maybe it brought out what you really were or something like that. But in reality, in fact, it is the same sense, but it is not actually you. It's something that is a part of you that created its own life here in a fourth dimensional state where light bodies kind of existed amongst each other. This in the third dimension is actually a hub of all of the same altogether, if that makes sense. So in the fourth dimension, we see things a little differently. Things have a warped, bent perspective based off of the fact that in the third dimension, these things were built with plastic. Very interesting. And this is behaving the same way. And the eights are, they have us dealing with a lot of plastic. Everything, all the food's wrapped in plastic. And it's, to me, keeping a expressive response dormant. And then you won't see things like this. See what I mean? In your sculptures and stuff. Here's another one. And they're just there. Like, this is what she does in the background when we create things. These are like divine and inventive. See that? It's just a total, it's like almost like an ape. These these doodles here happen in the background while we're doing things. And it's all by like a matter of chance. So this is like a perfect world whenever we're not taken out of from her cloak or her blessing or from her hands, then we can experience what a perfect world really is. And this is what's keeping it back. Things like this, things that we consume every day and don't pay attention to. But yeah, it has a very oily substance to it. Whatever it is, it creates a plastic foam electromagnetic block, like a coating that is omnipresent, that would go over a wire, but that goes over an omnipresent electrical expansive reaction. It blocks the reaction by throwing a coating into the field of it and creating a wire to this, and just basically like an electrical wire. So this was like and the Aurora Borealis was coming out. They just put a wire coating on it. Pretty much. Onward through the fog we go. Stay tuned for more on Grim Nasty TV. As always, when we get awake, we stay awake. Typically the hottest summer afternoons. We work together to create a customized